The 6.5 magnitude earthquake that tore across 3 frontiers on the evening of Tuesday hit around 10:17 p.m. Indian time, 9:47 p.m. Pakistan time, 9:17 p.m. Afghanistan time. The casualties are still being counted, but it resurrected a dread that lies just below the surface of the north of the Indian subcontinent. When will the long-predicted big earthquake hit populous cities like Delhi, Lahore and Rawalpindi? The epicenter this time was in Afghanistan, near the town of Jurm, some 400 kilometers from Kabul. The tremors were felt in Pakistan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Pakistan and India. And here in India's national capital region, people ran out of the trembling buildings. Soon, videos surfaced on social media of people recalling the moment of horror, of fans shaking, chandeliers swinging. Some of these visuals are bone-chilling. And this video from Kashmir's Anantnag went viral, where doctors are seen delivering a baby as the earthquake shakes the operation theatre. And in Pakistan, the situation was much worse, given its proximity to the epicenter. Some 9 people are believed to have died in the Swat Valley alone. A 10-year-old girl died when the wall of her house fell on her. Some 100 others were rushed to hospitals in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Local reports say at least 20 houses have been damaged in this region. Elsewhere in Pakistan as well, there were reports of injuries. The visuals on your screen are from Islamabad. And what was the impact of the earthquake on Afghanistan? It may be too early to answer that question, for the very reason that those in positions of power in Afghanistan do not have much control or idea about what's really happening in the remote parts of the country. And no points for guessing, I'm talking about the Taliban. Initial reports say as many as 50 people have lost their lives in Afghanistan. A Taliban official, in fact, took to Twitter last night to say that at least 20 injured people were brought into hospitals across the country following the earthquake. But I'll tell you what, you should not be surprised if these numbers go up multifold. The visuals from Turkey and Syria were too fresh in our minds when the earthquake struck last night. The tremors definitely came with a déjà vu. But more importantly, they brought along a harsh reminder of the imminence of a great Himalayan earthquake. And also this question, are we now inching closer to that dreaded earthquake? The Great Himalayan Quake is something that has been a part of the discourse for a while now. Seismologists, in fact, believe it is only a matter of time before an earthquake of 8 magnitude or more strikes the Himalayan region. This region, home to the mighty Himalayas, the world's highest mountain range that spreads its wings along India, Nepal, Bhutan, Tibet, Pakistan. What makes this beautiful region prone to earthquakes? To answer that, we will have to revisit high school geography and look at why earthquakes occur in the first place. You see, earthquakes happen when a tectonic plate fractures or breaks. And why does that happen? Because of tension. And there is tension building up along the Himalayas. Why is that? Because the Indian plate is shifting 5 centimeters every year, risking the lives of the billions who live in this region in houses that are not built to be earthquake resistant. There were multiple mild earthquakes in this region this morning, one in Tajikistan, one in India's Himachal Pradesh, also an earthquake in Afghanistan. Between the 18th of March and now, there have been at least 43 medium and mild earthquakes in this region. I repeat, 43 earthquakes in 4 days. And many of these earthquakes have been in India. And I'm not making this up. I'm simply telling you what's in the database of the National Center for Seismology. The question now is whether these repeated earthquakes are setting the ground for a major Himalayan earthquake. And if so, what does it mean for those living in this part of the world? I don't know if you know this, but 59% of India's landmass is prone to earthquakes. This is according to the National Center for Seismology. 11 cities and several Indian states and union territories fall within Zone 5, that's the highest risk zone. And which are these states and union territories? Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Gujarat, Bihar, Manipur, Assam, Nagaland, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Bihar. In fact, India's capital, New Delhi, is located near 3 active fault lines. Gurugram, around 7 active fault lines, which makes it the riskiest city in the National Capital Region. And earlier this evening, parts of the NCR were hit by another earthquake. This one was 2.7 magnitude on the Richter scale. But there is no guarantee that the next earthquake will be as mild. So the immediate question is, what do you do? If you live in the Himalayan region, how should you be preparing for the Great Himalayan earthquake? See, if your building has earthquake-resistant construction, if it doesn't, you may want to upgrade. Be ready for an emergency. In many parts of the world, every household has a grab and run bag, with the essentials like dry food, few pairs of clothing, essential medicines, a torch, few batteries, some bottles of water, so that when the tremors strike and your nightmares come true, then you have enough to sustain yourself before help can reach you. And if there is something that we have learned from Turkey and Syria, it is that the world is not the most prompt when it comes to disaster relief. So it's always better to be prepared than be sorry. And here's something else that you should do. Ask your housing society and your office to conduct mock drills so that you and everyone around you is familiar with the basic protocols that will help in appropriately responding to an earthquake. It will limit panic and hopefully also help save lives. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.